Hello everyone. So welcome to the channel of RD Technical Learning. So in this video, we are going to cover one more concept related to Java, which is about public static void main. Now, these type of Java interview questions are regularly asked to the people who are trying for test automation job or for the people who are looking to switch their job from manual testing to automation testing. So how you should answer these questions and what would be the meaning of all these things in detail. So let us look into this particular video. But before that, if you're watching this video for the very first time, then please do like, share, and subscribe our channel. Right now, in this video, we will be seeing what is public static void main string arguments. So whenever you will run your Java programs, so you will always write this line, right? But what does that mean? Okay, so public static void main string arguments. Okay, so now public, static, and void. These three are keywords, right? So what I'll do is I'll explain this thing in detail and simultaneously we will also see what kind of interview questions would be asked. So generally you would be asked the interview question, is main also a keyword or not? So it's not a keyword. The keywords in this particular line are only three. That is public, static, and void. Now what is public? Let's start with the first word itself. What is public? Right? So in an interview, if you're not able to recall, then think about access specifiers, right? Public, private, protected. They all have they all have access with respect to their terminology. What does public means? If you go to any public place, right, it is accessible to everyone. Everyone can go. But if you go to some private house, you will have to call them and you will have to arrange schedule one meeting, and then only you'll have to take an appointment. For example, if you go to a doctor, you will have to schedule an appointment first, and then you would be able to go and visit that private doctor, right? So what is public? Public is an access specifier. It is accessible to everyone. Now, why do we need to keep main method as public? Again, this is an interview question, right? So why do we have to keep main as public? Because JVM, now what is JVM? Java Virtual Machine. It will call the main method from outside the class, right? So that's why we need to keep it as public. Because if you will keep it as protected, if you will keep it as private, then it will be restricted to be used within that particular program, within that particular class only. That is why you have to keep that as public so that it is accessible from outside as well. Getting it? So understand in this way, and then you would be able to answer and explain in an interview. And it's not only for interview clearing, this is also for knowledge purpose, right? You should have such kind of clear crystal knowledge so that you are able to answer it with more confidence in an interview. Okay, now what is static? Okay, so static is again a keyword. Okay, why do we have to keep this main method as static? Because we don't have to create an object of that, so that JVM can use it without creating an object, right? So that is why it is static. Now, what is void? Okay, void means, if you just look at the dictionary, void means nothing. It's null, right? So we have to keep it as void because the return value would be zero, right? Return value is nothing for main. So that is why it's kept as void. Okay. And main is not at all a keyword, right? It's actually the name. So now let's look into this particular detail. So what is public? It is one of the access specifier. Which are the other access specifiers? Private, protected. What is the difference between all these three, right? Then JVM calls main method from outside class. That is why we have to keep this as public. Right now, static. If method is static, then you don't have to create an object because main method would be accessed from outside, right? That is, program would be compiled, it would be interpreted, right? So main method is static so that JVM can invoke it without instantiating the class, without creating the object, right? Again, void is a keyword. It means nothing would be returned. Okay. And main is, it is the name of the Java main method. It is the identifier that the JVM looks from the starting point of the Java program. Again, it's not a keyword. Okay. Now, what if I write M capital instead of M in small? L- eh, I mean to say, if I write M in uppercase letter instead of writing M here in lowercase letter, then what would happen? So let's see that live in program, right? So let me open my IDE. Okay, and what we need to do is we have to put main method in uppercase letters. Okay, and now let me share my screen of IDE. Okay, so real time, I will show you the real time things, what is happening, so that you can understand with more clarity and you would be able to answer. So what we have done is we have created one package. In that package, we have class. In class, we have main method. So this will be the hierarchy of all your programs. You will be having one package. You'll be having one class in that. And again, you will be having main method. Okay. Now, let's say if I run this program, then what would happen? What would be the output if I run this program? Okay. So output is automation. Now, you can see here, main method M was written in lowercase letter. Now we have switched it to uppercase. Now I'll be running the program and I'll be showing you what is the output. But before that, if anyone would like to guess what would be the output now, because now we have changed the M of main from lowercase to uppercase. What would be the output of the program? So you can put in the comment section of this video and be interactive, sorry, right? Because see, whenever you put comments, you would come to know, okay, you are knowing the output of this program. That means you have that knowledge. And even if you jot it down wrong, no one is going to come and see, oh, see, this fellow didn't know the output of this program. So that is totally fine. This videos are created for learning purpose only, and those are absolutely free. Again, these are, I'll categorize into a category of public access specifier, right? It is for everyone. It is for each and every one of you. So please do take the advantage of these videos, right? See, now it's a vacation, festival time is going on. We all have holidays. So let's utilize this time in learning, right? I'm also utilizing this time in creating videos for you, right? So similarly, you should also utilize this time. Okay, now system.out.println. Now let's run this program. Let's see the output. I believe some of you have written the output. Okay, you can see main method is not found in the class. Please define the main method as public static void main. You got this error in console, right? You are supposed to define main method with M in lowercase letters only. So case sensitivity plays a vital role here, right? So even this is an interview question. What if you write M in uppercase letter? What would happen? You will get an error, right? The program will not run. And it says main method not found in class. Without main method, it will not run. And it is also giving you a suggestion. Please define the main method as public static void main string arguments. So this is how you will be writing this particular statement, public static void main string arguments. Okay, now let's move to the next keyword. What was that? Sorry, not a keyword. It is string arguments. Now, what is string arguments? It's a predefined class. Let me share. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put all these notes in the comment section of this video, right? So you can refer them when you have interviews, right? Watch these videos and clear your interviews, right? Nothing would make us more happy, more motivating in creating videos. Now, what is string arguments? Now, let's break it again and understand what is string. So, string is a predefined class. Have you heard about program of reversing a string, right? What is the length of that particular string? So, string is a predefined class that is already available in Java, and it's a rule. that whatever the first letter would be there, it would be written in the capital letters. So string is a class, the first letter would be written in the caps, uppercase letters, string S. And it's what is args? What is arguments? It is an array of type java.lang.string class, right? So it's a parameter and it is not fixed. User can use in any name in place of it, right? So it's not fixed. So now we saw about public static void main. Now let us see about if we miss to write string arguments. But generally, if you use IDE, that public static void main would come properly as it is. So what I did is I changed string from uppercase letter to lowercase letter, right? And you can see the error that IDE has started giving. You can use any IDE if you are comfortable with Eclipse, you can use that. If you're comfortable with IntelliJ, you can use that. IDE is fine, totally fine, right? See, string cannot be resolved to type. You got this error, right? Earlier we had written S in uppercase letters, right? So this is a detailed explanation of public static void main string arguments, which is a very important and repeatable question asked to many of the people who are looking for test automation jobs, who are looking to switch from manual testing to automation testing, or who are trying to get into a QA jobs in companies where automation might start. So these type of questions will be definitely asked to you, right? So in this video, we covered the Java interview questions, which can be asked based on testing profiles, based on QA job opportunities, right? And please let me know in the comment section of this video what kind of improvement you need in this video, because this is the first time that we have started creating such videos. We have started coming up with this kind of content. If any improvement, if any suggestion is there, feel free to give in the comment section of the video. Also put in the comment section of the video what kind of topics you would want us to cover, right? So thank you so much for watching this video and stay tuned for more updates.